Griffity-doo-dah, hip-hip hooray, Nuneaton Griff are at home today. Big running track and there's bound to be rain around the ground for you now to play. Good afternoon everyone and welcome to Around the Grounds. I'm at the Pingle Stadium, Nuneaton Griff Football Club. I'm being buffeted by the wind, the brilliant sunshine is in my eyes. After 3 months of not being at football on a Saturday due to another project, oh, it's good to be back. As you can see, the Pingles Stadium on all these jumps here. I'm not the greatest fan of running tracks around football grounds, I'm going to be obvious, but this place is quirky and I like. There's a fence over there with people walking past it. There's these signs up a couple of places. This is looking back. There's a lovely stand up there and a sort of scoreboard or LCD at that kind of light brown covered building there. I like the blue on the running track as well. I came by train from Euston in London to Nuneaton. Had a little bit of difficulty getting my bearings when I got off the train, so I used my phone and it took me through 1 or 2 parks and walking here. Lovely walk next to the river. Really enjoyed it actually. Couldn't really find anything to eat, even though I came through the town centre. I was too busy trying to get my bearings, so when I got here I looked in the cafe, didn't fancy anything there, ended up at a petrol station. That's never a good thing, is it? But the beef pasty from there was good. There's the dugouts. We'll come a bit closer to them. As you can see, lovely blue skies. It's not cold at all. Nuneaton Griff at home to Atherstone today, so local derby. Atherstone, I believe, are top of the league. I've seen a lot of Atherstone clips over the last few years on YouTube, so I feel I know the team, although I've never been there. So yeah, really looking forward to this one, although I might be in hospital because walking along this bank isn't going to be easy at a jaunty little angle. Let's have a look there at the stand over there. I'm looking right into the sun, so it might not be the greatest place to look. It's just under a mile from Nuneaton station. Really very straightforward indeed. I ended up having a coffee in the sports centre right next to the ground. You get hit in the face by the smell of chlorine from the swimming pool when you go in there. I think it's the only time I've ever had a drink when I've gone to football when the person serving me has asked me if I've got a swim card, and the answer to that was no. Very nice coffee. If you ever come here for an afternoon match, use it. Really good coffee. So that's looking back at the changing block. The other building there. There's the shot put and hammer discus circle there. Bit of hard standing that we've just reached here. I need to say some shout outs actually. So Mike Barber, he took a shortcut to subscribing. Football is and that is what I want. I appeared on Dan's podcast, so do look up Football is and that is what I want. Listen to the podcast or watch it on YouTube. Lovely fella, really enjoyable 45 minutes. He does a lot of good work for non-league football. Joshua Preston, I'm glad he pressed on with his subscription. Barno Jack, hi Jack. The Groundhog, I thought he subscribed before, must be Groundhog Day. Andy Hodge Guitar, I knew I'd lead him to subscribe. Lorenzo, so good to have him on board. Daz Gold, that's precious. And S. Oscar, I've always wanted an Oscar, so that's good. Blimey, that was exhausting. Right, that's what comes of not doing Saturdays for ages. Apologies for any wind noise you get as I'm walking around this ground. Do not be put off by the fact that there's a running track. I've been to a few where you seem a million miles away. Here it's unusual, but it's really worth coming to see actually. I'm going to have to limbo dance beneath this bit of CSI tape here. Bear with. Oh, there you go. flexible, that's what they call me. So walking round, hard standing here. I can't really look up the pitch because I'm just going to dazzle you with the sun. That's looking back at the brick dugouts that we went past. Sturdy looking jobbies, they're great. We'll probably go up into the stand to film today, and hopefully with a bit of zoom, the fact that there's a running track won't be too much of an issue. It's really nice to have had a bit of a journey to football today. I feel like I haven't done it in ages, and when I have gone on a Saturday it's been reasonably local, and it's lovely to actually feel confident in getting out and about again, and thoroughly enjoyed that. That's looking back at where we've just walked round. And that's the leisure centre behind there, and that's the turnstile right ahead of me. Players' tunnels here. I'm actually going to get into some shade, and now the wind's going to get us. So there's a tea hut just to my left there, a couple of benches there to sit on. Tea hut there. Bar area, I guess, in there, and here's the stands. I've taken a still or two when I went up there taking the photographs before, but a good sized stand, at least 50 if not more. Trouble with this rucksack, keeps falling off my back. Floodlights, obviously. If you can see in the distance there's a lovely bridge, and I'll try and get a good picture of that. I've used my phone to take one or two. I do like a good bridge. It reminds me of another ground that I went to when there was a bridge, very similar angle away from the ground from that, and I cannot for the life of me think where it is. And this is Nuneaton Griff, but don't take my word for it. Why don't you come to the Pingle Stadium at Nuneaton Griff yourself? I'm sure you'll have a warm welcome. Do stay tuned for highlights of today's match and some stills at the end. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, click on like. If you've hated every minute of it, click on dislike. But why not subscribe so that all future videos that I do go directly to your YouTube feed. Once you're subscribed, click on the little bell. Click on the little bell. You'll wake up in the morning and there will be a lovely bridge at a jaunty angle from your garden. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. This is Nuneaton Griff Football Club.
Number of Robins for Atherstone Football Club. You're watching Around the Ground. Half-time score 0-1.
It's a Saturday up next
Full time with a final score of Nuneaton Griff 0, Atherstone Town 1. It's no classic, I'm afraid. The really strong wind and a bumpy pitch made playing almost impossible, to be honest with you. Occasionally it sparked into life. Atherstone were clearly the better team, but Nuneaton also could easily have sneaked an equaliser. Lovely ground to visit though, and I urge you to come if you can. Thanks for watching, speak to you soon, and this was Nuneaton Griff Football Club.